gotta be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can get. We need more, tell them we need more.
Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause I...
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go!
Wait, that 53.
Mike 54. Check.
Check it.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
What do you want?
Go Bandit.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Wait, that 53.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Under 10. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Wait, that
2. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Christian, stop. Let me kill.
Mike 54.
Hey, Alpha.
Bring it.
Hey, Alabama.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let me kill.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
At their own 33-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
22 Jet Bombers, 22 Jet Bombers. Hey, second.
First down, here's White. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 31, Brady. And he'll find Hall. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 6-6. Pull it high. He's coming.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
There we go.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Let's get off the field, Second, reload.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That second down play nets a -4. Brady now on third and goal. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Prescott now. Got his man there complete to Gallup. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. A first down carry by Elliott. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go. Go right in. Mark 54. It's our field. It's our field.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Pollard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. This is Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Right here. 36.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 26.
First and 10 at the 49-yard
Hey,
line.
one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Got me. Hey!
Here's Brady. Now he's going to go deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Lucky. Alert flare.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On second and 11 now. Brady. And this one's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. But now it'll be third down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. 6 man. Check curls. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike 28.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and very short, Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
First and 10.
Hey, go 66. Hey, Delta. Mike 55. Hey, eat. You don't want nothing. Alert.
Brady now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Ozzy. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Echo. Check, 55 to Mike.
To throw again, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Check 25. Check 25. Alert! Hey, orbit. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Oh, you got alert!
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Prescott, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. To get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. Caught by Cobb. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Hey, kill! 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
No. We're going to 53.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check it, reload! 54. Hey, zoom. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check it.
From the 27, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Go Bandit! He's scared. Hey, seam 6. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Here's Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
46.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike 58 right there.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Protein spill.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
He's crossing. He's checking cross. 61. Matchbox light.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5.
Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Let's go. Wait, 20.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. Brady now on 1st down. And a dump off to White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Recon, 132 fighter. Sponge, sugar.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Mark 55! Mark 55! Check it!
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Foxtrot. Go bandit.
Now Brady. Completes it to Coleman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run here with Pumphrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Mike's 5-4.
Now Brady. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third and long for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but oh no, he lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, exit. 72.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Cooper was the target there.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
At the 40-yard line.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Blue draw quarters.
On third down, here's Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Easy.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Patriots, first down. First down and goal to go.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Say.
Brady going to look to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New England, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Look on the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.